Hello dear friends, today we have translation from Apiary. I will try to record some video online on my smartphone and one on my camera. And now I am at the Apiary of Vasyl Priyatelenko, Ukrainian beekeeper. Translation is going to be slower, maybe you can stop it so I can explain about some words to tell about his beehive and honey which is going on to be here in this box, so it can be interesting for some viewers who can come here for the first time. Translation is going to be slower, not very fast, because we are not in a city, we are just outside of city. So that's why maybe will be connection or not connection, I'm not quite sure. But now I will talk about just on camera probably. Translation is not coming. Okay, let's stop it maybe from another place. Hello dear friends, today I'm in the Apiary. I'm Victor Fursov, research entomologist, beekeeper and teacher, and you are visiting my channel. So I'm recording this video from Apiary of Ukrainian beekeeper Vasyl Priyatelenko, and I'm sitting near beehive of his construction, his modification. This modification is using Ukrainian style of frames with very important modifications of the top bars of all frames. You see, not aggressive bees, they're very quiet, they're very busy because honey flow is pretty good now here around sunflower fields, a lot of just wild feral places with melliferous plants. So good enough honey flow. So we are busy. When we have already collected here honey, we opened this story with this second body full of honey. And here I can explain a couple of words. Here two types of frames used in this beehive. 8 frames down part and 8 frames on the upper part. Bottom bottom body consists 8 frames, narrow tall frames with size 265 on 465 millimeters. So very tall down there, which allows for bees to construct their natural nest, and bottom part attached to the upper part. This is, we can consider honey super already, because this colony is not very huge. There are two types of beehives with 3 stories and 2 stories. If colony is not so big, 2 stories is good enough for this construction. So we will collect honey on upper story, it will be honey super. On honey super there are 8 frames of size 265 on 265. So quadrate frames, but with N-shaped metal top bar. And this will be closely shown in our videos, and you can recognize it on videos which I have recorded here in previous years. So because I will not open it now, I just recorded video with Vasyl Priyatelenko when he opened it. Much easier to explain a little bit outside rather than to record a video and open beehive altogether, just do it alone. I'm making only a very short explanation. But you see, honeybees here not very aggressive, are not aggressive at all. So we open beehive, we have been watching just comb frames, combs with honey, and we were docile, very quiet, very calm. So we are not aggressive at all. So we are making only a little bit ventilation, and we are harvesting honey and bringing pollen for development of a colony. So we are not attacking me at all. So this 2 stories beehive is very convenient for small colony, and also when you can use beehive of this smaller size with 8 frames in the bottom body and 8 frames on the upper body. Separate bodies were not very heavy, very easy for management, very easy for deconstruction of a colony, and harvesting honey for sure. After harvest, the colony will be shortened, will be only the bottom body with 8 frames, and this, okay, in 8 frames here some frames will be with honey, natural with honey without sugar feeding, and this bottom body will be remain here for overwintering just outside, just in apiary, in our winter conditions, more or less normal winter conditions, not very cold as the previous winter was, and now we don't know. Today is very hot, over 30 degrees, but honeybees were making some kind of ventilation. Some of them coming very busy with pollen, they're very dirty with pollen, even on thorax, not only on legs with pollen, even thorax and head is dirty with pollen. So we're bringing pollen, yes, yeah, because here a lot of different melliferous plants, very good honey flow, very busy, so good enough pollen for making bee bread, for development of a brood. So this is a colony of which are living here in this very special beehive. Very special because these two bodies of beehive, they do not have bee space, they do not have bee way between two bodies. But it makes special construction with crosswise positioning of frames, and it makes like united construction of frames between bottom body and middle or upper body here. So all united construction, so honeybees were moving easily between frames and between bodies. So much better for ventilation, for usage of water, for development of colony, and for separate harvesting of honey in honey super here, upper part, or just honey super here on the second body of a beehive. But I will show you just another beehive with 3 bodies in a little bit in other place. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to press like, write your comments and ask your